This is the beginning of day 46, and I just left Black Bear Hostel, which was a really nice hostel. Had a really reasonable breakfast there, actually. It's a nice stay. People there were very accommodating, and I stopped there really only because I needed a fuel canister, but we actually had a rain hit last night that was pretty significant, so that was nice because I didn't have to pitch my tent in the rain and be carrying a heavy, wet, soggy tent this morning. So yeah, day 46. However, I do have a big climb coming up here shortly, and it will be fairly exhausting. So I'm thinking there's a pretty popular another hostel called Boots Off Hostel that would be a pretty short hike for me today, but it'd be right after I go over this big climb, and I was hoping to get to Damascus in just 3 days to avoid some rain that's coming, but it looks like the way I'm planning it and the mileage that I am currently doing, it looks like I'll probably have a short day of hiking in the rain, just the day that I actually reach Damascus. So yeah, but anyway, we'll see. And if that's the case, then stopping at, if I end up doing that extra short day before Damascus where they're predicting rain, that means I can afford to do a short day today and stop at the Boots Off Hostel for tonight. And I don't know if they have tent pitching there or not, but if they do, I'll just pitch my tent. That saves me a little bit of money. They usually charge anywhere from $15 to $20 to pitch your tent at these places. So yeah, I think that once I get over this big climb today, I'm probably going to be pretty tired, and I'll just go ahead and stay at the Boots Off Hostel. This is a pretty cool place where I'm hiking through right now with these cliffs here. And yeah, in fact, I think this is probably the beginning of my climb today. So I'm going to sign off for now and check in later. Okay, well, I've been doing some pretty serious rock climbing, both up and down today, before I start my big climb up. But you know, I paid my dues, and the reward is well worth it. So this is the beginning waterfall. I haven't seen any sun, so I don't know what this waterfall is called, but it's definitely a nice one. Well, the trail is getting pretty tricky today, and I would love to get my Insta 360 out to record this next part of the trail, but I'm going to play it safe and keep out my trekking poles to make sure that I don't end up in the stream, fall off this ledge here and end up in the stream. well, this was the end of day 46. I made it to Boots Off Hostel. This is a really nice place, and I took the shuttle into town to pick up a sandwich at Subway and bring it back for my dinner and a few snacks. And I'm all settled into my tent now for the night, and I'll be getting up pretty early. They will serve a breakfast at 7 a.m., so I want to be up and all packed up and ready to go before I have my breakfast. So turning in a little bit early so I can get up early and get ready for day 47. Well, there's something nice to waking up to the sound of birds singing. So I guess this is the day, is the start of my day 47. So yeah, my day 27 is starting off with a hike around this lake here in Hampton, Tennessee. So, but pretty soon I'll start uphill. I don't think it's going to be an extremely challenging day today. So I'm hoping to get, I can't remember the name of the shelter, but there's a shelter about 16 miles down. And since it looks like, you never really know, looks like the trail's not going to be really demanding today. And so if I'm feeling good after 16 miles, and I feel like I can do 5 more, there's another place I might stop tonight if I feel like doing my first 20-mile day. But we'll see. I'm just still sort of taking it easy until I get to Damascus, and hopefully I'll be nice and refreshed when I get to Damascus, and that's when I'm hoping, once I get into Virginia, start doing some bigger miles. Yeah, it's no big deal. All right, bye-bye. Yeah, the trail has been really kind to me today, and so I've been doing a bit faster pace than I normally do, and so I haven't stopped actually to record some of the nicer views, but you can look down there at the lake. I've just been doing a loop around this lake mostly today and climbing up, so just thought I'd stop and do another video just because well, I did just a minute ago get a good some good video of that deer on the trail. I actually wasn't paying much attention, and I walked up to within about 10 feet of him on the trail, and I kind of startled him, and he stood there for a second, and as I reached for my my camera to get some video, he took off into the woods a little bit, but I followed him and managed to get some video. Day 48. Yeah, this is day 48. I'm sure nobody's behind me. And here's what's on my mind today. I'm less than 25 miles from Damascus now, and you know, I don't think I have 25-mile days in me just yet, but it's awfully tempting to think about getting as close as I can to Damascus today, because tomorrow they've got rain predicted, and depending upon the forecast you look at, it could be a considerable amount to not that much amount, and it could start as early as 6 a.m. and as late as 1 p.m. So yeah, I'm not sure about the weather tomorrow. I'll check a little bit later, but how far I go today will depend upon number one, how I feel, and but also number two, what the forecast is. So I wanted to, either way, I wanted to get as close to Damascus as I can today. So I think I'll be doing you know, at least 15 or 16 miles today. You know, today could end up being my first 20-mile day, but I definitely think it's unlikely that I'll make it to Damascus at 25 miles. But if I get close enough, and it looks like the rain is going to hold off until, you know, maybe 1 p.m., I might be able to avoid the rain. But, you know, by now, I'm used to the rain. You know, it's embrace the suck. It's going to be kind of warm today. So that will probably cause me to get a little more fatigued than I normally would once the temperature gets up. Not that the temperature is getting that up. I think the high predicted today is like 78. But when you're hiking up and down these hills with 30 pounds on your back, you feel that that temperature. So yeah, we'll see how things go today. The trail should be pretty kind to me, so that's why I'm optimistic about being able to get in some good miles. But you know, you never know until you get there, so we'll see. This is day 49, and my goal is to get to Damascus before noon and before the heavy rains start. We'll see what happens. I haven't done a lot of vlogging. I haven't taken a lot of photographs or videos today because my main thing was I wanted to get to Damascus by noon and to beat the rain that has been forecast today. And the good news is it looks like I'm going to do both of those things. So right now, the number one thing on my mind is getting to Damascus and finding a nice restaurant meal. I'll probably be there, maybe even time to get a breakfast. So yeah, I've made pretty good time today. So yeah, I'll check in again once I get to Damascus. Today is day 50, and it's going to be a 0 day here in Damascus for a number of reasons. I need some things. I need to accomplish some things. I've already been to the pharmacy. I needed to pick up a little bit of ointment because the trail is now full of poison ivy. Trail's full of poison ivy, and I picked up a little bit on my left forearm here, so I went to nip that in the bud if I can. Lots of trucks. So I got some of that. I also was out of my leave, which I need to keep my inflammation down in my knees and stuff like that. So went to the pharmacy and accomplished that. I also, it's time for some new shoes. So I'm going to go into the outfitter there and replace my shoes today. And then also resupply for enough food that I'm going to need it probably for the next 5 days once I head back up into the mountains. So yeah, day 50 is going to be a 0. Now I'll actually probably be coming back to Damascus for trail days. Damascus on March in May. I think 17th, 18th, and 19th is trail days. And it's a big celebration where people come and from previous years' hikers and this year's hikers, they come down and they celebrate. They have a little parade down the road here and lots of festivities, and there's you know, lots of fun stuff to do. And then it's also an opportunity for me to meet up with a lot of other people that I've met on the trail, but I've either gone. Let's wait for this truck to go past. Yeah, it's an opportunity to meet up with people that you know you were traveling with earlier, but either I went a little bit faster or they went a little bit faster, and we haven't seen each other for a while. So whenever you're leaving somebody and you're not sure if you're going to see them again, you always say, well, I'll see you at trail days. So yeah, there's a few people that I'll be looking for when I come back in a couple of weeks, really, for trail days. Okay, all right, I just returned from doing my shopping here in Damascus, and first stop was the pharmacy, where I got the this lotion to treat my my poison ivy that I have on my forearm here, and got some more Aleve to help with my inflammation. But my big purchase was, well, let me show you my shoes. They've got over 600 miles on them now, and they're ready to be replaced. And I essentially got the same shoe, the new model of it, but the new model has a rock plate in it, so that'll will, I think, make it a little more comfortable as I'm going across a lot of the rocks. And then the rest of what I got was basically just some freeze-dried meals for the trail. And then I saw something that I'd never seen before, and I thought I'd just try it out. In fact, I'll eat that probably sometime today beforehand. They actually have an ice cream sandwich that you eat, I guess, right out of the packet. So I'll probably be disappointed, but I thought it was worth a try. So my resupplying here in Damascus is done, and so I can just sort of relax for the rest of the day and let my muscles recover as I finish this 0.